Okay, this one is reworded, but it's close. That he might present her to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that she should be holy and without blemish. So it's reworded in a couple different words in there, but it's close. Okay, 527. The full thought should be considered to understand the context. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her, that he might sanctify and cleanse her with the washing of water by the word, that he might present her to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that she should be holy and without blemish. Christ gave himself for his beloved church in order to make her ready for himself. Excuse me. He has given us his word to prepare us for our union with him as well. All of the ceremony stems from him, and it is directed by him. It will even be that he will present her to himself a glorious church. Everything about it is the work of the Lord for the Lord, and all we do is participate in it. The role of his is what is known as a paranym. This is who gave me this. I don't know who gave me this. I'm sorry. These are not my words. I'm just quoting somebody, and I did not put their name. It is a ceremonial assistant and or coach in a ceremony. In ancient Greek weddings, this sounds like Vincent's word studies, but it might not be, so I'm just going to qualify that. In ancient Greek weddings, the bride and bridegroom were attended by paronyms, and from this use, it has been generalized to refer to attendance of doctoral students, best men, and bridesmaids in weddings and the like. It can refer specifically to the friend of a bridegroom tasked with accompanying him in a church to fetch the bride home. Okay, that is probably, but not assuredly, Vincent's word studies. It's not my words, okay? Christ is the one who will accomplish this fetching of the bride home. Can't wait for that. There to present her to himself. But he is also the one who gave himself for her, sanctified her, and cleansed her. In all matters, he is the one who has directed the affairs of the bride so that she will, as Paul says, not have spot or wrinkle or any such thing. The idea of a spot is that of sin. Okay, already that is taken care of. Yes, we can sin. No, we are not imputed sin. Okay, the spot is sin. We are not being imputed sin. Christ has covered every sin for us, and so that is taken care of. The idea of a spot is that of sin. It is the Greek word spilos, and it is only found here and in 2 Peter 2:13. The spots on a garment would reflect impurity of that garment. The literal spot is used as a metaphor for moral imperfection, and thus sin. In Christ, our garments were made spotless. It's already done. He has made us spotless in himself. We are brought to a state of sinless perfection. That is reflected. Let me stop right there. I may get to this again later, but we'll do it right now while it's on my mind. In Revelation chapters 1, 2, and actually 2 and 3 only. But he speaks about exactly that. And then you'll see this again throughout the book of Revelation. But in Revelation 2 and 3, which, according to hyper-dispensationalists, has nothing to do with the church, but has everything to do with the church, he says, let's see here. 3:4, you have a few names, and even in Sardis, who have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. Okay, so there you go. He's speaking about purifying people and wearing garments of white. And there are other times that he says this. Let me see if I can find one more. That's the one that I see in my eyes right now. Okay, but the purity of Christ and what he did, I read that one there.
I think it's over 17. It says there's major stuff.
Oh, yes. Well, you're talking about later in Revelation, the people during the tribulation period. That's right. Same thing. They are given white garments and they're told wait a little longer. And so the world has to go through some more tribulations. That's correct as well. So it is seen throughout the book of Revelation where white garments are indications of Christ's perfection being bestowed upon a person. And that's what's being talked about here. No spot or blemish. We are cleansed and purified because of Christ. Okay.